All right.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Let's see. All right.
Sorry if it's loud here. The guys have Sam's first men's book club happening tonight simultaneously. So we stole Corey, and they're over here.
I know. Can y'all?
We can hear you.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Let's go back.
But instead of going down,
Let's do.
And this was Corey's book.
I know. That's what I was like. Isn't he going to talk about it?
Corey, come talk
what up?
Let me get my announcements. We did go ahead and get the better Zoom so we can talk for as long as we want to, but we'll try to keep it at an hour. So welcome everyone to October Stars and Spice Book Club meeting. I'm thankful to have everyone here. Participation is accepted but not mandatory for any of these meetings. We are a safe space to discuss the things in the books that we are reading and feel comfortable doing that. But if you don't want to have the camera on you or a microphone, that is fine. The chat bar is also available if that is what you prefer. Also, we are adults who say adult things, so be mindful of those surroundings for those little listening ears. Meetings will also be recorded and added to YouTube for anyone who has missed a meeting but still wants to listen to what was discussed. Next on the list, December's book club meeting theme is Found Family. The holidays allow moments where you can be with your family and friends, and sometimes your friends become your family more than blood. We are going to dive into the books that express the meaning of found family for next year, because it is the bonds that see us at the core that allows us to be who we truly strive to be. Post the first book of that series in the club's books we want to read
for December.
For December.
Sandwich?
No bun. What do you want?
After we will eat.
Freaking eat until you eat.
Anyways, lastly, if you are enjoying the club and would like your family and friends to join, we would love to have them. The link to share the group is in the book club app. Under members to our club, please share if you think they would be interested. Others may need an escape from their lives as much as we do, so might as well try. All right, we are discussing Tour Season by Brynne Weaver. What do you think?
Throw them in a cast iron skillet or on a griddle.
I was a bad book reader, and I didn't finish all of it. Just be honest with everyone.
You actually finished this book? Jenny did. I know Jenny did.
Oh yes, I made it.
What did you think?
We got off to a questionable start, but I like the humor that was worked in, and honestly, I couldn't stop reading it after I got into it. So definitely worked for me.
I also did it on audiobook, so I think that helped. I don't know what I would have thought about it if I was just reading it, because this is the first book with this kind of style and content that I had ever read. I had never done any of the Fisher and Blackbird series by the author, but I think that it helped having the audio and hearing the delivery from the voice narrators. I think they did a good job of keeping me interested and making it funny. So I liked it, but I'm curious if I would have liked it as much if I had just read it.
Right. See, I didn't do audio either, so I still, I don't do like gore, and I still.
Yeah. And the thing about the audio, it's like I love Brynne Weaver's audio books. With the Fisher and Blackbird series, you have that absolute like dual narration, in which the character, like the female character, will always, if she is talking, it is going to be the narrator that does it. And same thing with the male character. If he is talking, even though it is the female's point of view, he will be talking. So that narration is just perfect. I did hear from Chantel that she was just like, she didn't start this, she started reading it and she was kind of confused because the names, like Harper, could have also been a name. She didn't know if it was female or male or whatever. So like that would possibly. But I think further, obviously, down in the book, you can definitely tell who's what gender and whatnot and how they identify.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did like the audiobook, and the male and female point of view. That did make it interesting. Got it.
Absolutely. I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I just finished it like 30 minutes ago.
In the nick of time.
And the time I've been working on it for 2 days and I finished it and I mean, well, today. I was cleaning and I was like, all right, we got to finish this book. And Corey's like, you have to finish. I was like, absolutely I do.
I tried to finish it last night, but it didn't work out.
That
Okay, I'll finish it
I
after.
wish I would have stopped. I wish I would have stopped at the end of the chapter, but the epilogue is what got me. I was like, no,
Yes, the epilogue was the good part.
don't leave me on a cliffhanger, and then they totally did.
Okay.
Did y'all expect that epilogue?
No.
You didn't?
No.
Oh.
I had gotten to where but hold on. Sam and I had this conversation last night. So I was not looking for LaPlume to still be someone that was living in the community. The way that it had been set up, I thought this person was like either dead and gone and buried or like was just like not anywhere around. So I was not looking in my head for him to still be there. Sam was the whole time assuming that the person was still in the community. So he picked up on it and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that this was a factor. Like I thought he was just like dead, that this person was just really old and gone, not here.
See, I was starting to pick up on it. Well, when I was reading it, which I'm like, Corey's talked a little bit about it, about like a third serial killer. And I was like, okay, so who is a third serial killer while reading the book? And I was like, okay. So I knew that sheriff was very fishy. Like even just picking up like the slight conversation of like, in like the way his eyes or whatever, and just like not interested in much anything. I was just like, there's something going on. And also they brought in this character. Now, if it was our sweet house, like, the hotel worker, the one that always snores, I was just like, if she's a serial killer, I would have been shocked. But there was something I was just like, this sheriff's a little fishy.
Well, the fact that he didn't investigate anything was like,
Yeah.
I was about to say that too.
Yeah.
Like looking back, there were clues. Like, oh yeah, if they're killing this many people, like there definitely should be some things going on that weren't.
And knowing
as
the series is going to continue, I was like, how could they work with that? I'm like, if the story kind of wraps up nicely in a little bow, how could they still like make the series continue to an extent, unless the third one is there, unless it was the guy who killed like the daughter. And I do want to hear about that story a little bit more.
Yeah.
I know. I was waiting.
Later books. For sure.
And if they come out with a fifth serial killer, I'm done, because we've got the old man and we've got them two and LaPlume now. So I'm like, we've already got 4. Like,
you know what I'm afraid is going to happen? What if they bring the sweet innocent nephew?
The boy. I know. I thought the same thing.
If it wasn't the sheriff, I was just like, I bet it's the sweet nephew.
Because he comes and goes and like all these conventions and stuff. I was like,
I was just like,
I thought about it once, but
like same DNA, just step right into those shoes.
Somebody's got to do it, I guess.
No, it's a good book. How did we feel about the main characters? Like in their romance, in their love series.
I'm gonna let Chrissy talk, and then I'm gonna talk after her.
I think they were fine. It was an interesting dynamic. It was like, haters to lovers to, I don't know how they ended up, honestly, but I thought they were fine.
I think that now, knowing more about the FMC, it's so odd to me to think of this happy van renovating hippie type going from that to being so okay with being a serial killer. I'm like, those two personalities are not the same personality type for me. So to be like, I'm living like out of my van and just renovating it and look how I'm so happy. And then to be like, yeah, I'm okay with like, Cookie Monster in this up.
As someone who read Butcher and Blackbird, I can see the transition because in that series you have I don't it's not really it's literally the girl. It's her that had happened. So and you can kind of see that. So it really is not really a spoiler. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You have being not tortured, but being in that life-threatening situation. And then, and she even mentioned in the book, in this one, that Sloane coming in and just being this really badass lady, like coming in, it's just like her life is also in danger. But she's like, I got this, no big deal. But she also does this for a living as well. And so, like, just kind of rising from the ashes of her traumatic experience. And also just imagine everything in your life just being, hey, like, let's talk about this, the most tragic thing that could happen. And that's all anybody talks about in their life.
Yeah.
So wanting to escape that, but then also like doing the killing. But at the same time, it's like, but they're killing bad people, except the dog.
I am curious about how, and I think like they left it out of this book on purpose to give room for growth in the second book, but like, I'm like, how did she steal someone's identity that is presumed to be dead?
Right.
Because if they're dead, like, how would that social security number work? How would a driver's license work? How would, like, this person is presumed to be dead, but you've stolen their identity and you're living under that name?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, how? Math ain't mathin'. Like, how is this going to work?
I think that's just going to be a plot hole. That's going to be a plot hole. It's just like, okay, we're just going to take this. I am curious though, and I'm confused on like, so did she actually drive and kill his brother?
So the way that I read it was the real Harper Starling did in fact kill his brother, and then she killed Harper Starling and took her identity. So it was not actually Autumn that killed, it was the real Harper Starling that killed his brother.
Okay. Because she even in her point of view says something about like, I left him for dead.
Yeah, I think this is and I think we're gonna learn it in the second book.
Because
but I
he's
think
gonna have
like
to confront her.
I think I think she came up on this scene, and I think she she did not render aid, and therefore she left him to die. But I don't think she was the one who hit them.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I like that. I like that a lot. Are y'all going to continue with the series? Like, did you enjoy it enough for? What about you, Chris?
Honestly, probably not. Like I don't know. I started Butcher and Blackbird, and I didn't finish that one. Here I am. I'm a horrible person. I just don't know if Brynne Weaver's my type of gal. So,
Okay.
yeah, but I'm glad you guys liked it.
I have to.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jenny?
I have to. I can't.
Yeah,
I
I
have to know
can't.
what
I like
to know what happens.
series and not finish it. It's like impossible almost.
I'm gonna finish it. I just really enjoyed it. And I like her writing. I think her writing's hilarious. Corey was cooking food and I'm over here giggling and he was just like, what are you doing? So I just like say something, like whatever was in it. And I was just like, oh, he was like, oh yeah, that was part of it. It's great. It's like, so I was just like, absolutely. I love her writing in general. How did we feel about the murder aspect of it? Like, did we like murder romance or was it just her writing that we enjoy? Like, I think the commentary and the funnies definitely help as like relieving some of that tension of, yes, they're murderers. They're serial killers to that point. But does that turn you off? or
It stresses me out.
Mm.
It stresses me out. So I think that the reason I liked it was not for the plot, it was the humor. The plot gives me anxiety.
Yeah, a little bit. But I like that it was October and we read a serial killer book. And I like that every month we're gonna, and then last month was like a really good book. So I like that every month we're getting like a little bit, mixing it up and getting different genres in there. Cause I haven't been exposed to one like this before. I'm more, or even the last one, I'm more of a fantasy book person. So I actually have enjoyed both of these books and surprised that yeah, I know you guys know I was hesitant and Corey had to reassure me. So I'm glad that I could handle it and I can't wait to read the next two.
I do like the diversity of each month, like you just said.
I never would have read this on my own.
Oh, for sure, same.
I think maybe I just need to pick up the book again because I've been doing the audiobook less too. And I just need to like physically open it up and read it because that's like my favorite part of reading, but
you like holding books.
I like holding books. I do. So I think maybe I need to go back to doing that now.
So I need to start shipping you books.
No, we have bookstores and libraries.
I mean, Florida's not without those.
Florida has bookstores, so I think maybe that's what I'll do. I have Audible, but
So you can read on the
fall asleep
beach.
too easy on the books, and then I get lost. So sorry.
What would you recommend it to others? Like to your friends?
I already have for sure.
Okay.
You have? Who did you recommend it to?
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, 4 or 5 different people.
Really?
My cousin, my coworker, a couple of my friends. I'm just like, listen, check this out. If you're bored, if you want to pick up a one that you can't put down and it's like suspense, like you just need to do it.
Huh. I would have to come across like a specific personality type for me to recommend it. Like, yeah, I mean, like you all are my people on that. So like, I don't know if I know someone else like right off the top of my head that I'm like, oh yeah, you make a lot of sense to read that. But I would like quote judge a book by its cover. I'd be like, oh, I think this person, this is the personality type.
Someone who likes true crime and romance and yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like this book has a lot of dark romance to it. Like I was like a lot of these questions because I wrote these questions beforehand. I said I just finished this book. I can't type 25 questions in 30 minutes. So I wrote a lot of these questions beforehand, knowing that Brynne Weaver kind of is a lead way into dark romance. I didn't really feel like it had that much dark romance in it. Maybe that's because my view is very skewed now.
Like Hunting Adeline.
Yes.
I haven't read those.
Or like the Lord series. Like yes, there was bondage, there was a little knife play. But outside of those two, like I really didn't feel like there was anything else. It's not like okay, I'll come back to that one. Because it's not like
I feel like it's spicy, but it's not like dark.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely not a dark romance. I'm like it's darker tones, but I think that's the plot, but not the romance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because the romance I think was pretty just like subpar. Not subpar, but it's just normal, happy romance. Which is fine.
It was a suspense book
Yeah.
with a sprinkling in of romance.
Yes.
Mhm.
That still counts as a romance book. I mean, it still has all the characteristics that we want for a book club. But yeah, it was definitely more suspenseful. I think it was more like murder mystery almost.
Yeah.
More so than dark romance.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, obviously all these can be a romance series as well. Did you see any of the twists before they were happening within the plot line? And this doesn't necessarily have to just go back to that epilogue conversation. Like, did you think that the the people doing the film were going to come in and start like kidnapping anybody. Did y'all see that coming, or like?
It didn't. I didn't anticipate. Okay, it didn't surprise me. I didn't think specifically that they were going to be that pushy. But I knew they were there for like no good reason, like that it was going to cause drama. Obviously, I did not catch LaPlume, so I think on this one, I did not see these twists and turns. But it's funny because I just read The Housemaid, and I basically figured out every single thing that was going to happen in that book before it happened. But on this one, blindsided. So
I just knew that the main guy with the documentary had to die. I didn't know how. I just knew he had to die. He just knows too much. So he had to get got. But I was kind of surprised about how it happened. I was not surprised that they got together because obviously they're like soulmates. So Harper and what's his name? Yeah.
Nolan? Rose?
No. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's been a couple weeks. I had to get a refresher.
I think Jenny was the first person to finish it.
Yeah.
So good.
I think Corey finished it like the day after it came out.
Well, maybe Sam too. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. That's so good.
So I was just like, let me read like 20 more books and then I'll read it, because I don't want to just fill my brain up with other things and then have all these other like book stuff going on while I'm trying to talk about this one until I pushed it back so far.
Smart, because I was trying to wait till start this until book club because I was like, I don't want to have this in my head.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's smart.
I hope you enjoyed that one. It's good. I enjoyed it.
I'm on page 2. It's great.
Oh, I love your shirt, by the way. Oh, look at the little goat.
Oh, thank you.
It's so cute.
Shein, it was like $5.
How did we feel about the characters' choices throughout the way? Like, were they believable? If you were in their shoes, being a serial killer, would you have done something different?
Nope. I think it's justified.
Hypothetical.
I would probably have a different way of disposing the bodies or a backup plan, because what if Cookie Monster dies? But she seemed to be tool, like, mechanically savvy, so.
Yeah. I did like the way that she disposed the bodies. I feel like if
Yeah.
I think that'd be one of the good ones.
Love the bird.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We haven't talked about the bird.
I
I thought he was going to get them, like, exposed for sure.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. I'm so glad he didn't.
I was just like, one, I mean, you're creeping into the forest. 2, there's just a dead body laying there for hours. Like,
Yeah.
Also, when they were in that park on the swing, I was just like, you would be on the registry. Like, I know you would be on the registry. That is not believable. Because more knows if anybody comes to buy, they'll be like, the registry. That's public indecency.
Yeah.
Because they're on swings.
Yeah.
Oh, way too nice.
There was, I don't know. I feel like, obviously it wouldn't be like the way I would go for certain things, but her character is way different than I am anyways. She's way more outgoing and I'm not that way. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Good thing. Did you enjoy the pacing of the book? Did Brynne kind of keep you on your toes, or were there any lull moments in the book that you're just like, I kind of want to just get past this because this is kind of boring me and falling asleep?
I was engaged.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it did a good job because you had the soapbox fiasco and you had what's the old man's name?
Arthur.
Arthur looking. Arthur.
Thank you, Sam.
Arthur going in the hospital. and then Brynne not being able to like show up that night that Nolan was excavating on his own. Like I think there were enough like moment like how's this gonna turn out to kind of keep you on the toes.
I think her pacing's always. I think her pacing's pretty much good all the time. I mean, and even like in the times where it's like this is going to be a lot, like the excavating part, he's like, okay, I'm going to go do this, but then it jumps to her. It's like you're not sitting there and just like him mentally thinking about this, and it's like that would kind of get a little late. Because you know when he's digging up a dead body, he's probably thinking 100 different things. But she doesn't have that, and it does go back to the like it does change point of views. It does change there's those jumps, which is nice, and it just kind of keeps the story going on. And for a book that only it's like 12 hours,
Yeah, on audio.
yeah,
On 1.5.
that's the thing. It's like I don't know if it says 12 hours, but since I read it 1.5, it's different or whatever. I mean, those times of books are easy, like where it's like quick, easy reads. 12 hours is pretty easy. I think. And so that's 1 month of Spotify because you get 15 hours, and but at the same time, yeah, it is hard for others who are more busy or have kids or whatever. So, also, my view is swayed, but.
Nice. Yeah, I like how they change, and it's not too many character changes because, like in Zodiac, it's like, oh my gosh, everybody's a narrator now. Like everybody does it, and so that gets a little overwhelming for me. But it was good pace, like you said.
What questions did you have that went unanswered, or do you feel like the mysteries weren't solved? So this could also be foreshadowing for later on, in the series that we haven't discussed, or if we
Well,
want.
I think we touched on something earlier with the wreck and whatnot, but what happened to his daughter, Arthur's daughter? Like, I want to know that story. I think you might have mentioned that too.
Nolan, after he finds out that Harper isn't really Harper, we don't get to see him confront her with that in this book. So that's something that I'm looking forward to in the next book. Like, it's not really answered. Is he going to be pissed at her, or is he going to be really understanding? Is she going to immediately come clean and be honest, or is she going to still try to lie her way out of it because of her promise to Arthur? Like, I think those are a lot of questions.
You think he's going to try to play with it, and like basically the friends? I know that you know that she knows that, like that you think that you know this. Yeah. But and she'll be like trying to weasel her way out, but he actually knows the truth, so he's gonna like not come out outright and say it, but be like
try to make her confess it.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, could be. I could see that.
Those are kind of fun sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes. I think she could do it really well.
When we know that he's like sadistic enough to do that too.
He's thought about her for like 4 years. Like he can sit there and contemplate. And he still has that bracelet.
Yeah,
he still has that bracelet, and she thought it was gone at this point. That she'll never see it again. And he's just over here carrying around the bracelet.
Well, and now the Truth Finder people, the whole like cult of them are about to descend on this town. And then what's Sheriff LaPlume gonna do?
Well, the thing is, when he was like, I have to keep my toys. So is he just playing a game with everybody? It's like, you're coming in being a serial killer. Harper's here being a serial killer. Arthur's here being a serial killer. These are my toys. And so so is this just a large game for LaPlume?
I think that LaPlume this makes him sound really dumb, but I think that he really, honestly and truly, did not necessarily know that Autumn/Harper was actively killing people, because when he the reason I think that he finally started investigating was because people in the town were dying and he knew it wasn't him. So I think that, I mean, people have been disappearing from Carnage for a long time, but a lot of them were, yes, like they were just tourists passing through. And so I think when the first time that he even like considers that another serial killer is there is when Jake goes missing and he's like, I didn't do that. Like, oh crap, I gotta actually investigate this. And he starts looking at Nolan specifically because he's like the new guy in town and now a townsperson has been killed. I think that's the only reason that he started like looking into it, because he's like, well, I didn't do that. What do you think?
Well, that's a really good point.
In my head, I'm just like, maybe it's just like a cat and mouse. Like maybe he researched a little bit, just be like, I wonder about this guy, but then when he's confronting him, he never really accused him of anything, but it was more like, I know something that you don't know. Yeah, feeling out of it.
Yeah.
And trying to get, as I said, these chess pieces all together. I don't think he knew Harper's real identity.
Do you think Arthur knows who LaPlume is at all?
He said that he cut her up. Like right after the dog owner died, he said that he was the one that was like slicing off her whatever. I don't know. Yeah. So maybe
it's like, it's hard to imagine him not like targeting him and going after him if he knew that's who killed his daughter.
Yeah.
But Harper also says a lot of like, you have no idea what you're talking about. You've got it all wrong. And I don't know if that's just her defending Arthur or if that's them knowing who it is and like biding their time.
True. I don't know.
Well, I can't wait to see who's the top serial killer on the food chain. Like who in the ranking? Well, we're all just kind of clustered together right now. I want to know who's the big dog, and then like how the hierarchy is going to iron out. Because I'm like, I have to know like who's the baddest, who's the smartest.
True.
That'll be cool.
This next book, it is already finished.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, she already finished it.
Oh.
But obviously now she's traditionally published. I'm pretty sure it's traditionally published now, not indie published. So it's just the waiting game.
2026.
I don't know. I asked Corey when if we knew anything about it, and he said he didn't know, but I also didn't check yet. So, what was the most swoon-worthy moment between the main characters?
When Nolan was buying her stuff to keep her alive.
Oh yes.
And the hot chocolate. He's like, fine, I guess I'll just drink the hot chocolate. I'm not doing this for her.
And then she
I hate her.
And then she like drugs him.
I know.
Takes his like really sweet thing and drugs him.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time that he was at the store, like just thinking about what she wants. I thought that was cute.
That is cute.
I'm gonna answer this real quick.
Yeah.
Oh well, maybe I'm not. Maybe he was just gonna ask about.
I couldn't think of swoon. Y'all talking about romance, and the only thing that came into my head was like the piercing. I'm like, I had to text Whitney. I was like, yeah, it gets steamy. I was clutching my pearls there for a second. Just kidding. It was good.
That was simple piercing. I was like, oh, okay.
It was just a little bit of, yeah. It'll be his turn, maybe in the next book. To get something done.
Maybe he'll get a chain or something.
We'll see.
I like the car, like where he did go in. I don't know. There's something about that little bicycle. Like I know it's not swing worthy, but it made me laugh. when like she's racing down and
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And he got the little kid.
Rocket, and like, and he's like, and his voice keeps on getting louder, and you can just like imagine him just like racing down in that little bit, like in a bicycle. I'm just like, I don't think that's possible. It could be unless I'm like, I mean, I guess he doesn't have a motor, so possible. I mean, probability. And I was just like, I
Yeah.
can see that. I thought that was really cute. And then just doing all the
Yeah.
expressions for who knows how long. But
Yeah. And he dug up bodies even without her when she didn't feel good. And I was like, oh, how romantic.
I'll come here when you get done.
Yeah.
Okay, that's sweet.
What's better than that?
Yeah. So thoughtful of him.
Mhm.
I'll dig up bodies for you, sweetie. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Well, Christina, hopefully we didn't, if you do go back and pick it back up, hopefully we didn't completely ruin it for you.
No,
But
no, you didn't. I was like, how were we talking about? I didn't officially get to the part that Harper was not Harper, but I was like,
Mhm.
during the whole book though, I was like, there's no way. Like, I don't know, Harper seems like a good person besides her serial killer, but like she's not the type of person I feel like that would leave, like hit someone and leave, you know? And so I
Right.
just had the idea the whole time. I was like, I bet she's not who that is. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I was lost on the plume the whole way. I was like, who is this person? But I was like, it's probably someone. But I'll probably finish it. I might get the book and read it again, start from scratch again. But
Yeah.
no, you guys didn't ruin
I'm,
anything.
I'm like you. I'm like you kind of get vibes from people and vibes from characters, and it's like, she may be a serial killer, but she's a good serial
Yeah,
killer.
she's a good one.
She's a
Like, yeah,
gooder.
she thinks about people, you know.
It's
Yeah,
like, so basically, how do you balance that morally gray character without like excluding their darker pieces and their darker
Right.
actions? It's just like, yeah, they're
Yeah.
morally gray. They might be morally black,
Hmm.
but they only kill the bad guys.
Right.
Like,
Says what? Like I'm Team Damon, like on Vampire Diaries. I don't know if you guys have ever watched that,
yes,
but
yes.
I've always been Team Damon. I'm like morally gray. Yes, absolutely, give it to me.
But he's just too good.
I know.
I thought, I'm like, Nolan, I'm like, he was fine. I never really thought, I'm like, yes, he's morally gray, but he was never like rude, I
Yeah.
guess.
Hmm.
Like, unless you really count the very beginning. At the same point, it's just like, you killed my brother. Like, I
Yeah.
you were for
Yeah, vengeance.
Yeah.
The scrapbook was weird to me. I'm not a fan of the scrapbook,
my friend's scrapbook.
but
That's true.
teach their own.
Yeah.
It gave me anxiety, like Whitney said. You get anxiety some, and I was like, somebody's gonna find this book.
Serial killers like their trophies, but just get rid of everything.
Mhm.
Oh,
I know.
crazy. No, leave no evidence, man.
Don't have
Yeah.
some skin in the scrapbook.
Mhm.
That's what I say. But,
But yeah, I might listen to the next one instead of reading it. But I was afraid to because like I can't watch like Dexter. Like I've tried to start it and I'm like first episode I'm like nope, can't do it. Too freaky. I can't sleep. So I was like reading it. But actually now that I've like Corey was right, like the narrator and the light tones and the humor that's mixed in, I'm good. I'm good with it. Like I think I'd be good to hear the audio. So
They I felt like they kept everything like pretty lighthearted, all the
yeah.
bad like Cookie Monster doing its thing, just
Yeah.
yeah.
Killer Ravenbird.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the little bird.
um, do you think you will read anything else by her? I said I know the Butcher and Blackbird trilogy. I forgot what it's called. That trilogy.
I'm gonna have to read.
And she wrote
I'm
that.
gonna have to read that description.
I feel like that one's a little bit more. There's icky moments, so check your trigger warnings on that. But it's just like, but they're still fun to an extent. I don't feel like she ruined any food on this one. I could be wrong, but I don't think she did. All the other ones, like she definitely ruins some food every once in a while. But would y'all read her others? I know Christine said that she started Butcher and Viper, and she's like, I don't know about this. Let's not.
I don't think I would.
Okay.
What about you, Christine?
Maybe in a couple months I'll restart it.
Oh, for hers, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if she's gonna ruin food for me. I was apprehensive about this one and I liked it, so you never know, but
Yeah. Is this probably going to be the darkest that y'all going to read, or do y'all want to try? Would y'all try something different later on? Less murder. I'm not going to say less murder. Less serial killer murder.
See, I was okay with like the murder and the serial killer.
Okay.
That's fine.
it depends on how it's done. I like how it was done in this book.
So all the other ones that we know, like Lights Out, it still has humor to it, and it's kind of like that golden boy like energy. But
I wonder that's on my list actually because it's all over TikTok.
yeah, it's good. It's really good. But then there's others. It's like it's really not like it's not a rom com. So that's the only thing. It's like this one is way more of a rom com than most of the ones I've read, except Lights Out. And so it's like if you don't have that, would this kind of be something that you're similar, like interested in reading? I'd like to just broaden your book grouping, broaden your niches. Because here in a couple of months we'll definitely vote on like what is a book that you're interested in reading, or not a book, but like what is a theme or a trope or any of those that like you haven't dove into because you're kind of like timid about it, like you've tried it once, and you're not interested in it. So just keep an eye on that. See if that's something that y'all would be interested in later on.
I think the romance is important for me as long as I have some kind of romance in it. Lighthearted moments. I'll be happy.
Okay. Awesome. Do y'all have any questions, or do y'all want to talk about something with it? Because I still have some questions, but seeing if we want to broaden it up a little bit more.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, then we can talk about this. I did post a message today because I was thinking I kept on seeing the Bridgestone on the books that we want to read, which is by Callie Hart, which is the second book. And so I decided that for other fun activities, what we're going to do is I might have a second meeting because I have all the time, right? And so
Right.
if we want to do more, because I want the general book clubs, like these book clubs that we're actually going to do, like the big meetings or whatever, I want them to be more focused on the first of the books, working with like the themes and the topics and things. And you can actually vote on these books, while the second meeting and the second time slot can also be when we have more books in these book clubs. I want to do games. I want to do trivia games, and we can do prizes. Which Sam just got his first prize, a little book sign. I finally finished it. Yeah. So I want to broaden this out to a little bit. Like I said, have more discussions on more topics. But there's a lot of fantasy books that are coming out new. Or like I said, we have Brimstone coming out. I know that you just read The Wolf King and The Night Prince. Nope, you're still working on that.
I have The Nightingale from you.
No, I thought you were reading The Wolf King. Nope. Listen.
This one's got a wolf in it.
That one does have a wolf in it.
Yeah,
I did Dire Bound. I love.
Yeah. Well, okay. So when
We
Dire
need to get Allie in it.
like, and that's something I think that one probably will be more fantasy driven because in fantasy you can totally talk about like world building, plot points, magic systems. You can talk about those way more and have a more discussion on like, hey, how do you feel about this? Or like, and there's the whole like fated mates topics that we can definitely do. So for like second book clubs, I said this is just an additional. If you don't have time for it, it's going to be on Sundays. So what we're going to do is on November 16th, I do believe, there's going to be another meeting for Quicksilver. For those who have not finished Quicksilver, go ahead and read it. If you have read Quicksilver, you want to recap, and this is getting ready because the 18th, 2 days after we do this meeting, Brimstone's coming out. So it's just kind of like, hey, let's get our minds back to doing this. But as I said, I would obviously prefer you read the normal book club book first because that's what we're trying to do. Is that this is just extra content. But I do kind of want to focus it on fantasy more so. Because when Fourth Wing 4 comes out,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna be ready. Christine, you still have to finish Onyx Storm. Like
Christine.
It's right there. I do have it. I have a hard copy.
How did you not devour it?
he's a doctor.
You get sleepy, guys. You have to sleep sometimes.
I am so
too.
sleepy.
She's literally just a girl. That's what I tell Alex every day. I'm literally just a girl.
She also just got back from her honeymoon. Like she had a lot of stuff going on.
Yes, true.
True.
She's just saving it for later, you know, like you have that perfect bite, and then you're like, I'll do that
You gotta
last.
be in the right
Just
mood for it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So
I'm all about it. Well, the more Katie book clubs, the better. You can do 3, and I will still join every one of them.
okay.
So.
Okay. And I'm trying to figure out a way how we can actually have discussions on the book club app, but I haven't quite figured that part. So we're going to do second meetings for a recap. So that'll be fun. I said any new books coming out soon. And I started a whole page on some of my Word documents about like, hey, these are the new releases. These are when those books are coming out. So I can kind of keep more topics on that. So, and if there's any books that like y'all are interested in, it's like, hey, this one's coming out soon. We need to get on this. Then we can. And that way we can actually talk about Brimstone. And it's not just hanging out in the books we want to read category forever and always. Because it's the second book and not the first one. All right. Anything else, y'all? Okay. Well, then I will say our closing stuff. No, that's not it. That's the wrong document. Where did it go? No, that's not it either. Where did it go? That's one. Yeah. No, it's this one. All right. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Our next meeting will be on November 20th at 6 p.m. Central Time. The poll will be posted on December selection on November 16th, which is also our
other day.
Our other day. So I'll be busy. So make sure you get those book recommendations in before then. Lastly, remember those are found family. So make sure it's the first in the series for found family. However you want to work with that, I don't know. Because I'm thinking military, like military bro squad, and they're female. The chorus says that's not found family.
This is not.
That's almost found family.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Close. Anyways, and lastly, the book for November's book club pick is The Reign of Shadows and Endings by Melissa K. Rorick. This book is available on Audible, Kindle Unlimited, Spotify, Hoopla, Libby. Obviously, you can buy it. I think on Kindle in itself is only. Actually, I don't know how much it is.
$87.50.
It was like $8.99 or something if you actually want to buy, but it is on Kindle Unlimited. What?
What's it called again?
Reign of Shadows and Endings.
Okay, that's good.
It is fantasy. Well, it's a romantasy. It's on the table, or it was last.
Fantasy.
So it's a romantasy. It is gonna have darker plots. I mean, darker pieces too. It's
chunky.
It is a chunky book.
It's a chunky.
Okay.
It
Is
is
there more?
only 24 hours long on Audible. The only problem with that is if you do listen on Spotify only gives you 15 hours. So
647 pages.
Mm-hmm.
I love this series. And
Oh, you've already read it?
Yeah.
No more finishing the day.
Neither. No, I'm
Love
just kidding.
her.
I have read this series I think 3 times, and then there's a whole series before this that's like 9 books, and I have all those too. But it's in the same world. There's some overlay, but you don't have to read that series before. This book, there's 3 books out at this moment. Yeah, put it on the hand. There are 3 books out at this moment. The 4th book has been finished, and it comes out. Let's see if I can actually bring that up. Coming soon to your bookshelf, 2 shelves near you. Where did it go? It is The Dawn of Chaos and Fury, and it comes out
in November.
In November. So if you are enjoying this book series and you catch up, so yes, I think that's right. I'm really excited, super excited, and that's going to be the last book of this series. So this is the first book. There's 3 other. There's a 4-book series, and the last one comes out on the 25th of November. But it does have darker tones, so be mindful of that. It's a good series, though. I enjoyed it, so, and I hope you all will too.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
That's why I don't worry about recommendations. I'm like, you're the specialist. You've got this. You've got me. You just tell me what to read, and I got it.
You know that this was voted on, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I voted too. But also, recommendations are ones to vote on. I'm like, I'm not doing that because Katie knows way more than me about this.
I think I'm like 12 books until I read 200 books this year.
Love it.
Until vacation, I was reading a book a day. I was finishing a book a day.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
So, yeah. It's a big one.
For the next, the family one, does it have to be part of a series?
No,
Okay.
it does not have to be part of
Just the
the
first.
series. But if it is in series, just make sure it's the first one.
Yeah, okay.
That's basically. But that's the rules. Just because nobody's.
Yeah, there was one on this one that was not the first one.
Yeah, I know. I know. I didn't find out until later, and then I was like, Chantel, ma'am. And then if that one was highest, I'd be like, actually, we're not doing this one. We're doing this one instead. But it's in the same. It's that same series,
Yeah.
but we are going to have to do the first one. So these spoilers and you want to read the beginning, but having 2 books read versus.
I feel you.
Yeah, but it does not have to be a series. Just found family. Yeah.
Cool.
Mission. I can do this.
Yep.
I'm not coming.
So.
Be here to vote.
So make sure you put those books on the books we want to read on book club. And if you don't want to do that, you can just send it to me. I can do it for you. Whatever's easiest. And then we can go from there. All right. Everybody good?
Woohoo!
Good.
All right.
At the next one, we'll have our guys back because
I'll
make.
We should ask Allie too, your coworker.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
a really,
Yeah.
she's a book girly.
She is. She
More
has
the
her
merrier.
son, so she splits when she has her son Andrew with her ex-husband. So that's her biggest problem. Like if she has Andrew at home,
that's true.
like she probably won't even Zoom.
Yeah, that's true.
Like super, like he comes first as he should, but like
Oh, yeah,
we
absolutely.
get her
That's true.
when we can.
Absolutely.
And since you did recommend tour season to a bunch of your people, invite them if you want to.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
they're enjoying it. Like, definitely be
Yeah.
like, hey, this.
Yeah. Well, my cousin says she's gonna read it, but right now she's on the second ACOTAR book, and I'm like going through the journey with her, so I'm super excited about that. I know, and I'm like, you need to be in my book club. She's like, okay, well, let me finish these first. So
Like realistically, because the sixth ACOTAR is going to come out someday, we'll probably do a meeting about be like,
Mhm.
hey, we're not going to do like a Quicksilver meeting, but we will do a like leading up to meeting, and then probably one about ACOTAR 6. That's it. Popular series that everyone's gonna read or whatever. That's gonna be those second meetings.
Theme night.
Game nights, theories. We're gonna talk about everything.
snacks, quizzes.
Nice. I bet y'all to bring your PowerPoint presentations. Just kidding. But we want theory.
I will be here.
Like it. I'm here for it.
I'll take notes.
I was
Ready.
All right.
Ready.
It has been fun, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Thanks. See ya.